So it is the morning of October the 8th in Phoenix, Arizona. The sun is coming up and it is 77 degrees and comfortable. It'll probably get hot again today, but it's a beautiful sunrise and it's a beautiful morning. So hopefully it's a good day. So last week I talked about ideology versus methodology, and I want to let you know that there's different types of people behind all ideology. So you just look at the political landscape and you could have sound ideology with a lot of different colorful characters. And we could have a lot of people out there that actually hurt the ideology than help the ideology, you know? Now, does that mean that the ideology is bad? No, it just means that sometimes you have people that are more colorful, more different, sometimes off the handle, sometimes extremely hurtful to the cause, and sometimes these people are very single-minded and they'll get things done, but they're not somebody who you want to represent that ideology. And this happens across all landscapes because you have individuals with certain character traits and personalities, and they bring their color and their flavor or their limitations or their baggage or their poison into the equation. And so you've got political parties, you've got faiths, you've got, people that are extremists in those areas. And we love painting the picture of those people as the other. We label them and we say, those are those crazy XYZ people, And so if you think about life, take a couple steps back, look at the wide lens, you take a broader perspective on life and you look at these differences and how these differences are affecting how we navigate through life and label life as those crazies or those people that are extreme, And sometimes those people are the ones that are the loudest, and they actually impact and shape groups, society, people, and whoever they represent. But a little bit more of a intricate approach to life is to honestly assess each individual situation with more facts and less emotion, and a little bit more of a understanding that person before labeling them. And I think it will help people out navigating through life, and also especially help you clarify all of the noise that's coming from media, social media, news, just what people say, even vloggers, how people want to digest complicated information and make it just simple by labeling it, and making them the other. And those are the bad guys, And so, be careful about this. It's like life is a lot more complex than what, headlines read in news articles and vlogger posts and what you see in social media. So I say all this because all you need is a couple bad apples and some overreacting people identifying those couple bad apples and then labeling them as, oh, that group. Comedians will do this all day long to be funny, and people on the news will do it, and that group, because these people who you don't want representing really anything because of their flaws, but it creates a shock value. It creates interest, So you label these people, these crazy people, these fringe people, or these people that are a little bit off kilter or a little bit forceful or a little bit, just not good representations of humanity. Because when you see organizations like the Catholic Church or like the police department or like, you just name any organization that is hugely beneficial to society, and then you've got bad apples. Of course you're gonna have bad apples. In every organization, you group that many people together and you're gonna have people that are struggling with some serious sin issues, That's just life, because you take a sample size of human beings in our public, and people that are supposed to be good. Oh, guess what? There's some that are not that good, that are struggling with their demons and their issues, And the mistake that people make is that you've got, let's say, 100,000 people in an organization, and you've got, let's say, maybe 300 to 400 people that have really extremely bad issues. They do stuff they shouldn't be doing. Now, do those few bad apples ruin the whole crop? No. This is a good crop, Why are you, do you want to identify those bad apples, weed out those bad apples, make sure that you remove those bad apples. Yeah, but it's actually very stupid and brain dead, and this is what people fall for, intelligent people. people that read the that hear the news or read the news, intelligent people, on both sides of the political spectrum, and then different types of people that want to believe in this agenda or believe in furthering this agenda. And we all become brain dead and we decide, hey, those people are these types of people, because of a small sample size. Those people are these types of people. Can you imagine if, let's say you and your relatives get together and there's 50 of you, and, for some reason, you've got one person with a lot of extra energy and they end up in jail for doing something really bad. Does that taint your whole family and all the people in your family? Does it mean that all of them have character flaws? No. It just means that life is happening because everybody is struggling with their demons, and one person obviously did not win that struggle, And so life is complicated, more complicated than labels and two-party systems and making them look like the other and the evil ones and the bad ones and the things, Everybody is on a journey and we're all dealing with good and bad. We're all struggling. We're all wrestling. And as we wrestle through these times, instead of understanding and encouraging and not having, oh, you're that party or you're that faith, instead of doing that, we should be actually understanding individual people as people and connecting with them and, not demonizing them and making them out to be something where they are the other and we can't touch them. We don't want to be next to them. This is how racism is prevalent. This is how, the political landscape and the warfare of two parties and, even more than two parties and even like how struggles and wars and people in power oppressing others, and this has been the human condition for ever since probably civilization. So, go figure. And so hopefully you can think about these things. I'm not saying that I have the answers, but when you think about life in these terms, it could actually affect the way that you approach people and also open your eyes to what the heck is going on in our world, and especially in our country and our communities, with politics and with people pulling the strings behind the scenes, with people in authority making decisions, with people trying to tear down good organizations for their agenda. For what, So hopefully this makes you think and gives you a time to reflect on how society and people really are. What is going on, my people? So this week was a pretty smooth week, but it ended in less than 5 days. Round trip to the Phoenix area, then to NorCal, and then up to Henderson, Nevada and back. So a total of 1,950 miles. Not that much, but I got 2 full days of a weekend. So it paid off. So next week, I'm going to be starting off going up to NorCal again, a little bit past Stockton, and then we'll see how the week goes. But all in all, can't complain. No major issues, no major stress. Things are steady as she goes, and it's almost the conclusion of 2 years already. So time flies. Started this trucking thing. Didn't know how long I was going to last, and but now, gosh, we're already getting close to November, and that was the time when I got my CDL. So it's crazy how time flies. So 2 years ago, about this time, I think I was thinking about going into CDL training school. So get my commercial driver's license, and time flies. It's crazy. Anyway, just wanted to give you this quick update. Thank you for following me on this journey. God bless all of you. Stay safe if you're a driver out there, and peace. Until next time, cheers.